It was, for a goalless draw, pretty thrilling, and both goalkeepers were very busy in that game at Goodison Park. Joining us then to look back on it, a man who played 163 times for the Toffees, scoring 52 goals, someone you know particularly well.
Yeah, and
well.
I've got to apologise to Kev because I've left him out of that list of English strikers that
you did.
That
Kevin
goal scorers.
Campbell
Kevin
joins
Campbell.
us.
Sorry, Kev.
Good morning, Natalie. Good morning, Dino. Dino, I even saw you this morning on Twitter 26 years ago. I scored at Sunderland, and me, you, and Stoney are doing that celebration. So it's all over Twitter this morning, Dino.
Is it?
Hope you're all well.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I see you look. You look well on the TV with your dicky bow on and all that. You look the part. You've always been a sharp dresser. But what do you make of the game yesterday?
Dino, if I'm honest with you, I thought that was the best Merseyside derby for a long time. I know Liverpool they're not playing as lethal as they usually are, which probably helps. But Everton, you can see, are a lot more equipped to compete. And, Everton kind of went toe-to-toe with them for a lot of the game. Jordan Pickford was incredible. But you got to say Alisson made some unbelievable saves as well. So I thought a draw was a good result for Everton and for Liverpool. And I think it gives the fans a lot more impetus and belief that they're going to be okay this season at Everton.
I made a promise a little bit earlier on that I wouldn't mention my team Brentford after we'd analysed that victory. I know, but there is a reason, and it's because of Everton why I'm mentioning it. Because I was at Brentford-Everton last weekend where it finished 1-1.
You've just done it again as well.
I know. Let me explain though, because this is kind of backing up what you're saying about what we're seeing from Everton this season. Because in that first half in particular, at that game in West London, I thought Everton were a much better team. They had more control of the ball than Brentford did. Possession-wise, I thought they just were more positive with it all. And I actually came in at half-time thinking there's a lot to be happy about Everton, considering how, close it was to being relegated last season.
Yeah, I think Frank Lampard's stamp, you're starting to see his stamp. Although, ultimately you're going to be judged by wins, aren't you? And Everton haven't got a win yet this season. But the way they've started, everyone's starting to see players come in and the players are starting to gel together. They're starting to look like a team. I think that's really important. A lot of the time last season, Everton looked disjointed. Some players look disinterested, but everyone seems to be on the same page. And, they're getting decent results. Just need that win now. I think that win might come when Dominic Calvert-Lewin comes back, because I believe he's back in training.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Like everybody talks about the spine of your team, and it's been going on for hundreds of years. You get the spine right. The goalkeeper's good. He signed the two centre-backs, Tarkowski and Cody. Now there's two new centre-backs there in the middle. Calvert-Lewin, when he's fit, up the top. Obviously, Maupay. What did you make of Maupay's performance yesterday?
His first game, I thought he'd done really well, actually, Dino. I thought, obviously, it's his first game. He's playing against Liverpool, where a lot of the time Liverpool are going to kind of dominate the ball. So it's always going to be difficult. But when he did get the ball and was able to link the play, get in the box, he got himself a couple of chances as well. There was one in the first half which he kind of screwed past the post. And that great chance in front of the Gladys Street, which maybe snatched that a little bit, but it was still a fantastic save. So, I thought he'd done pretty well considering it was his first game.
And if, I'm going to ask you this question, but I know what your answer's going to be. If you've got Damari Gray on one side, Dwight McNeil the other side, and who's the other winger they've got that played yesterday? Gordon. You got them three firing crosses into the box. It's a dream. You'd like to play in that team, Kev, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, you definitely would. And also, these guys, one thing they can do, you could be defending, and then all of a sudden, when they win the ball, they can spring in a matter of seconds. They can get up the pitch in a serious rate, and that's going to stretch the defence. I think at one stage, Damari Gray picked the ball up, and it was a 5-against-3 for Everton. So these guys can leg it up the pitch. So that in your head, always know You've always got to be on your toes to get in that box when these guys pick it up.
Conor Cody thought he'd won it for Everton with that goal that was eventually ruled offside. We won't debate that one too much because, as we know, with offside, it's factual and the technology deemed that one to be offside. But there was a controversial moment where Frank Lampard thought Liverpool should have been down to 10 men with Virgil van Dijk and that challenge that some are saying was a definite red, others not so. Where would you have stood on that situation?
Well, normally I would look at that and say that is the red card because it's just a challenge. But the way football is now, if the referee had shown a red card, I don't think anybody could have complained. He caught Onana, Van Dijk caught him above the ankle. It was on the shin, and it went down onto the foot. So if that ain't dangerous play or a dangerous tackle, I don't know what is. But I'll be honest with you, Natalie. I don't know what a sending off is anymore.
I was just going to say that, Kev. I mean, the minute they come out at the start of the season and said, right, we're going to let things go a bit, I thought, what does that mean? You're going to let... And as every referee took that on board, the exact same thought process. I'm going to let things go. So are we going to get some refs letting challenges go, and then we have an old-fashioned game where everybody's getting stuck in, or are we going to have another ref who thinks, no, I'm not giving that? And I think that is about to happen.
Yeah, it's left to the individual, isn't it? I think that's the problem. There's the continuity of decisions change from game to game. And I think that is the real issue. I don't even like really talking about VAR because you know what? You see one thing one week and then the same thing the next week gets a different a decision. So it's no point even talking about it. I just don't like the whole thing of VAR. People say it's not VAR, it's the people. Well, they're all part of VAR. And to me, it just makes no sense.
Ultimately, then, back onto the performance of Everton. Lots of pleasing, lots to be pleased about in that game, heading into their next match, which is away at another of your former sides, Arsenal.
Yeah. There are positives, definitely, to look at from that game, 100%. Travelling away, being at home is one thing, but travelling away and doing it away, that's the thing that Everton have got to master, because you know when you're in front of your home fans, the 12th man at Goodison does make a massive difference.